Samia Suluhu Hassan. We wanted to make this research because we wanted to know how Samia Suluhu Hassan is doing and how is the leadership. So first I will come up with the demographics of the research, and after that I will give you a scorecard opinion report of the main research results. So section number 1 is about the demographics of the research. The sample size of the research was 8,960 answers, and as we can see, 56% of the respondents were women, wanawake, and 44% were male, wanaume. And the percent of registered voters is pretty high. It is 87%. And it's important to understand that most of the respondents what we got were from the people who are registered voters. They are active citizens, and the main topic was to get the big picture of this group of people. And when we check the age scale, we can see that more than 50% of the respondents are pretty young people. 52% are aged between 18 and 35. 37% are aged between 36 and 55. And only 11% are older than 56. And then the education scale, 45% were higher educated, 37% secondary level educated, and the rest, 18%, were primary level educated. Then we have a look to the marital status. We can see that more than 50%, 56% of these respondents come from people who are married, 40% are single, 2% are widow, and only 1% are divorced. In the occupation, there is a big scale of different occupations. We can see that the biggest occupation is informal sector, 38%. The second large is business, 24%. And then there is 15% working with farming, 12% with civil servant, 10% with private sector, and only 1% are wanafunzi, students. And then the section number 2. Now I will give you a summary of the scorecard opinion report and the main results. So, the first thing is that we wanted to know how is President Samia's leadership going. She is the first female president in Tanzania, as well as the first vice president in Tanzania. So this was the main thing we wanted to know. What does the registered voters think about the leaderships? And as we can see, more than 3 out of 4 thinks that Samia Suluhu Hassan is doing great. Zuri sana. Only 14% thinks that she is not doing so well, and 10% thinks that she is doing averagely. So the result is pretty clear. Most of the respondents think that Samia Suluhu Hassan is doing well. So what are the appealing traits why people support Samia Suluhu Hassan? Well, first of all, 25% of the respondents thinks that she is fighting against the COVID-19. She is a good example, and she was also the first person who took the vaccination in public, and by that she gave a good example to the nation of Tanzania. And also she increased the amount of vaccination. 11% thinks that she is building the economy. And when we speak about the economy, we need to understand that it's working with other countries. So she's doing good with that sector as well. The political cohesion, 14%. She is improving the political cohesion and doing good politics. The employment percent is 4%. She has been improving the situation with employment, adding some workplaces, and also empowering girls and women by being a woman president. She is giving a good role model to young women and girls in Tanzania so that they believe they can employ themselves and believe that they can be what they want in the future career. 10% thinks that she is good in listening skills. She has met different groups of people and religions and doing well. The number of strategic projects is pretty high, 36%. And what we mean by these strategic projects, there is different projects such as SGR, there is Julius Nyerere hydropower station, for example, and also, for example, she is working with aircrafts by adding the flights in Air Tanzania, and there is many other projects as well. But in general, we can say that the cooperation with the other arms of the government is good. It's almost 90%, so it's a big number among the results. Then the scorecard opinion report about the continuation of these strategic projects. As we can see, 67% of the respondents rated this number more than 61%. What about fighting against the corruption? More than half of the respondents, 55%, thinks that government is doing more than 61% for the commitment to fight and combat the corruption. Then we move to the scorecard opinion report. Ability to protect the rights and promote peace, equality, and cohesion. We can see that 39% of the respondents rated this number between 91 and 100, and 36% rated this number between 61 and 90. 18% rated the number between 31 and 60, and only 7% rated this percent between 10 and 30. And again, we have a look to the COVID-19 situation. In general, we got the result that 70% of the respondents are rating the number that government is fighting against the COVID is bigger than 61, 17%. And then scorecard opinion report about building the economy. 60% of the respondents rated the government at more than 61% for building the economy of Tanzania. And then we have a big number in the international cooperation. More than 4 out of 5 is rating the percent more than 61. And what we mean by international cooperation, we mean that we're working with other countries, so big scale is supporting this section about the international cooperation. Okay, then a scorecard opinion report about the most prevalent problem at the moment. Okay, as we can see, the number with land, water and health, they are pretty low. So Samia Suluhu Hassan, she has been working with these teams and the numbers are getting low. She has been doing many solutions in these sections. Business, 10%. Also she has been improving the international business and business inside Tanzania.
Sasa wamepaki magari yote ya iliwe. Huoni unakosa pesa nyingi sana?
Bana we, bima zimeisha, ndio nakusanya pesa. Zikitimia nizikatie.
Mtani, vipi tena? Si ulipie kwa awamu kwenye WhatsApp kupitia bima pap. Upate bima kisha uendelee na biashara zako. Upate pesa, hatimaye umalizie kulipia salio la bima zako zote.
Kiru. Mazingambo yote hayo kwenye WhatsApp hii.
Kweli mtani, hii IST yangu hii nilikatia bima kwa malipo ya awamu. Na salio lake limeisha jana tu. Ni rahisi sana. Piga *150*51 reli au kwa WhatsApp tuma neno bima pap kwenda 0764166066. Usipaki gari kisa pesa ya bima.
Aise, tumekalia uchumi. Elibaliki, chukua pesa ukalipa advance magari aanze kazi bwana.
Bima pap. Urahisi wa maisha.